Hello, everybody. This is 4 star. No, I don't like that. Hello, everybody. 4 star here, and we are back at it again with another Madden 2004 Jets franchise video. And as you can see, we did not end up going undefeated, but we did as good as we could be. 15-1. Not the baddest in the world, and we weren't even the only 15-1 team here in the league. We have the St. Louis Rams. I almost said Los Angeles, but St. Louis Rams here at 15-1 with the Packers at 12-4. The two bye week teams here are looking sharp. The Chargers, who we beat earlier this season, we beat them badly. They go 12-4. The Packers go 12-4. 11-5 teams here are the Steelers, the Chiefs, and the Patriots. And the Titans end up with that final playoff spot here, leaving out the Broncos and the Ravens and even the Bengals to now shape up our playoffs here. For the NFC, like we said before, Packers and Rams both have the bye week. Falcons, Cowboys, Redskins, and Buccaneers here round out our NFC playoffs here, leaving out Ben Roethlisberger's Seahawks and the Vikings and the Bears. So now let's take a look at the awards that we've gathered here this season. So starting off here with MVP, controversially, Curtis Martin wins MVP. Curtis, my favorite Martin, over Marshall Faulk, who arguably had probably the better stats, but they took account the touchdowns and the yards per carry. 5 yards per carry for Curtis Martin, 17 touchdowns, 1,500 yards. And of course, you can't even forget about his receiving numbers either. 791 receiving yards, 62 receptions, and 7 touchdowns. So that means in total, he had a 24 touchdown season this year. Absolutely amazing. Probably one of his best receiving seasons yet. Yes, it is. It looks like it. Yes, by far his best receiving season. He just gets open in that flat, in those curl routes. It's just amazing. And at the age of 32, he's hitting that MVP mark. Of course, not the oldest we've seen here in the NFL. But Marshall Faulk here, what a season from him. I got to look at his stats here. 13 touchdowns, 2,150 rushing yards, 4.7 yards per carry. He had 8 fumbles in the year. And man, oh man, does that feel bad. No touchdowns here. I think that was really the deciding factor. No touchdowns here when it comes to the receiving end. I think he might have a passing touchdown, doesn't he? So let's take a look at passing. No, he has 13 touchdowns. Right behind him was Brett Favre, of course, our boy Chad Pennington, 35 touchdowns this season, and Tom Brady right behind him. What a year. 36 touchdowns and almost 4,000 yards from him. So offensive player of the year also goes to Curtis Martin. So he is sweeping the boards here. Let's see if he can get best running back award. Defensive player of the year was Dexter Coakley. Offensive rookie of the year was Andrew Walter. Had a great season, 27 touchdowns, 3,000 yards. Right behind it was Mike Williams. Defensive rookie of the year, Matt Ware, ends up with the gold here. 8 INTs and 2 returned for a touchdown. Nasty work there. But Sean Taylor, who was part of that 15-1 squad, and what an acquisition in the draft by the Rams here. In the very first round too, what a steal. He ends up with 4 INTs on the year. Hell of a year here. Of course, you got some great names here. Chris Canty, Tommy Harris, and Vince Wilfork all ending out their season as well. And a lot of these teams are in the playoffs here with the exception of Chris Canty and Tommy Harris, Vince Wilfork for the Redskins, Sean Taylor for the Rams, and Matt Ware for the Falcons. So our best QB award surprisingly goes to Chad Pennington, 35 touchdowns on the year, but a lesser rating, 4,000 yards, of course. But I think that was the deciding factor, just the touchdowns and the yards. Brett Favre was right behind him the entire season. It looked like he was going to get MVP for sure. Tom Brady had an amazing year. And of course, Kurt Warner always having great years here, not regressing at all. And then Drew Brees coming up as well. He is coming into his own. Best running back, so the whole sweep here. Curtis Martin, he is the foundation of our offense, and he is going off this season. 3 awards: Offensive Player of the Year, Best Running Back Award, and MVP. And now he's looking for that second Super Bowl ring to almost basically end his career here. I think this would be a perfect ending for his career here if he just goes out on top, sweeping the boards. and maybe even getting Super Bowl MVP. We never know. Marshall Faulk right behind him. Ricky Williams also had an amazing season here. 12-12, 13 touchdowns. Clinton Portis, and then Amon Green. Best wide receiver went to Bethel Johnson. Behind him was Isaac Bruce. Of course, our Jets are always over here. Best O-lineman, Jason Fabini. Once again, I believe he won it last year, so let's take a look. He did. He won it last year, so he is a defending offensive lineman of the year. No, he won it 3 years in a row. And man, oh man, I'm going to miss him when he's gone. He's only 31, so he, of course, a lot of offensive linemen, they stay here for a long time, a very, very long time here. So maybe, just maybe, this team can go, maybe this guy can go all the way. He is definitely a certified Hall of Famer. So best DL goes to Grant Wistrom, who is going to be out for the rest of the season. Best linebacker goes to Dexter Coatley. Best DB goes to Lloyd Malloy. And our best kicker award, we are sweeping here. That's 4 awards for us here. No, that's 5 awards for us here. Nick Brown, the best kicker award. And of course, Coach Bates, just bringing this team around after losing Mike Martz. They pick up Coach Bates, and he has brought them to a 15-1 record. Man, this is going to be the Super Bowl I'm rooting for. Jets versus Rams, best team versus best team, the best teams in the league. They've shown it here. 15 straight wins for the Jets. 15-1 record for the Rams. I am really, really rooting for this Super Bowl to be the best one, because I could basically end the series just like this. The 2 best teams in the league, man. That's going to be so hype. So here we are, taking a look at wildcard weekend before we simulate the games. Patriots versus Steelers. Of course, a classic rivalry between the Patriots and the Steelers here, but no Ben Roethlisberger this time. He's with the Seahawks. In real life, he was with the Seahawks. So the Patriots versus the Steelers, that's going to be a big one. Bucks and Falcons. We already know these classic bouts that these 2 teams have had in the playoffs. Buccaneers 8-8, barely getting in, but can they get back to the NFC Championship game and even the Super Bowl this season? Chiefs versus Titans. We've seen them play each other in the future, but here they are today. They still have Steve McNair, and I believe they still have Eddie George. And the Chiefs, they have a high-flying offense. They've always had that. They've got some great young receivers here, and of course Trent Green right behind him. He is going ballistic. And let's see if the Chiefs can finally advance to the divisional round. And of course, the Redskins and the Cowboys, a nasty divisional matchup. These 2 teams do not like each other. It's going to be Patrick Ramsey versus David Carr. Let's take a look at the results of the wild card. So for this matchup here in Heinz Field, New England inches out against Pittsburgh 16-6, scoring a final touchdown here from Tom Brady to Bethel Johnson to finally put in a coffin here late in the 4th quarter. And it looks like the Patriots might be taking us on here. Tom Brady had an okay day. 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Dustin Long, the rookie, couldn't get it done. 1 INT on the year. 1 INT on this game. Antoine Smith had 50 yards. And it just looked like they just couldn't get the run game going here. Zeroaway, only 36 yards out of 11 attempts here. But Tom Brady does his thing here, and he puts his team back in the playoffs. Back in the divisional round, I should say. So the Falcons and the Buccaneers battled it out in a classic divisional round here, but it looks like Mike Vick is advancing once again to the divisional. He ended up with 15 out of 23, 147 yards and a touchdown. But you know, we got to look at his rushing numbers, 91 yards and a touchdown. Travis Minor finishing up with a touchdown as well. TJ Duckett with 53 yards. And of course, you cannot count out Mike Vick's dual threat ability here. So he's going to advance here to the second round, a big 10-point win against their division rivals. So Tennessee tried to keep it close here, but it looks like it was a blowout here at the end. Kansas City blew the doors open here with 3 touchdowns here. It looks like Larry Johnson got a touchdown, 2 touchdowns to be exact. And then Trent Green threw the ball to Priest Holmes for a 29-yard score. Big W here for Kansas City here. They were actually, Tennessee won the division, so they were the away team, and looks like they proved it here. They proved that they could step up and win in the biggest of stages, and now they're going to the divisional round. Trent Green having a decent day, 3 touchdowns, 2 INTs. John Navarre, 3 INTs. Steve McNair, an INT. It just wasn't worked out for them. Larry Johnson with 3 touchdowns, nasty work with 67 yards and 21 attempts. And look at this shootout, 38-31 here. Washington tries to come back at the end here, but Dallas holds on to win the game. looks like David Carr got a touchdown here. Terry Glenn, another 1-yard touchdown from Antonio Bryan to David Carr, and another 34-yard touchdown there late in the fourth quarter. What a day for them boys, advancing to the next round. I know we haven't heard that from the Cowboys in a very long time. Even we're still looking for that playoff win to this day, but this time around in this universe, Derek Carr brings home the bacon. He's going to bring the Cowboys to the next round. Shout out to the Dallas Cowboys. So here we go again. We're facing off against the Patriots once more in the playoffs. We took them on last season in the playoffs in the divisional round. We beat them, and this time we're at home. Let's get it done. Let's get right into it. All right, guys. For the moment we've all been waiting for, the Jets playoff game is here. We end up 15-1 this season, and now we're taking on the old foes, the New England Patriots. Last time we took them on here in the divisional, we ended up winning with just Brooks Bollinger as our quarterback, as he led us all the way to the Super Bowl. And then Chad Pennington, of course, finished the job, winning the Super Bowl, and now we're back here with an impressive 15-1 record. But we can't sleep on those Patriots here, even though we do got the MVP Curtis Martin. They do have one of the best secondaries in the league. Their defense is all well put together. Let's see how we go up against these guys. So we're going to start off, of course, feeding the ball to the MVP Curtis Martin here, getting a nice first down to start off the game. 2nd down and 8 here for Pennington, dropping all the way back, but he's going to meet up with Mike Vrabel for a sack there. It's going to be 3rd down and 18 here. We're looking for Jonathan Carter here, but Rodney Harrison says, no way, Jose. We're going to get the ball here, and we're going to take that first possession away from the Jets. So here comes Anthony Davis here, going to get a nice little 8-yard gain there to put them near the red zone, and then he's going to finish off here by running over Donnie Abraham to get the first down. So here comes Brady once again. He's going to throw it to Graham. Graham almost gets into the end zone, but John McGraw gets the touchdown saving tackle. And then Brady, a quick throw to Bethel Johnson, and now they are on the board already. And now 7-0 here in East Rutherford. But we're trying to bounce back here after a bad first drive here. Curtis Martin with a nice spin move, going to get just past midfield there. It's going to be 2nd down and 7. Brooks Bollinger is in for an injured Chad Pennington here. Almost said Ty Pennington. Shout out Extreme Makeover Home Edition. I don't know why I thought about that. But Bollinger is in. But Chad Pennington would be back here at the end of this drive here. Curtis Martin going to get a nice run here. Going to feed the ball to him. Here comes Bollinger again, throwing it to Moss here, but Ty Law, straight play ahead, and going to get that tip away. 3rd down and 10. Pennington is coming in this time, rolling off to the right here. Finds it, Santana Moss. Even he was open there, could have got the tiptoe catch, but he left his hands back at home. I'm going to need him to get on that bus and get those hands back, because we're going to need it here for this game. So we get the field goal here. It's going to be a 4-point game. And already Snoop Minnis getting the catch there. Tom Brady gonna dink and dunk us all day here, getting a nice little catch from Pasquiotti, and gonna get the first down past midfield here on this snowy East Rutherford night here for basically who's gonna take on whatever team I believe wins between the Chiefs and the Chargers for the AFC Championship game. So that should be a good one. And here comes Anthony Davis getting a nice run, but he loses the football at the 30, and I believe that was Ed Hartwell with the recovery. And things are already getting chippy for this divisional matchup between these two rivals here. And Chad Pennington going to take another sack, this time from Teddy Bruschi. And it's going to be a holding anyway. So we would have been going back regardless. Pennington under pressure just throws this one high. And Braylon Edmonds almost got the tip drill catch. But it's going to be no good. We're going to have to punt this ball right back to Tom Brady. And look how Tom Brady is just cutting us up. Nice little catch there from Anthony Davis, and he's going to, of course, reward him with a run here to get the first down. So here we are, 1st and 10 here past midfield. Brady looking, gonna give it to Givens there for a nice 9-yard gain. And like I said before, just dinking and dunking us here down the field. That's what Tom Brady does, as Aaron Beasley gets the tip away here. 3rd and 1, they're gonna feed this one to Anthony Davis, and of course he gets the first down. About a 5-yard gain on that play. Ed Reed with the tackle. Here we go, 1st and 10 in scoring range here. Gonna give it to Graham, and Graham's gonna get untouched as nobody can even get close to him, getting into the end zone for a touchdown. The Pro Bowl tight end getting into the end zone this time. And now we are down by 11 here in the divisional round, and we got to get some type of scoring here. Good first down there by Santana Moss, and here comes Curtis, my favorite, Martin, getting a nice gain there, 1st and 10. Here comes Pennington finding a wide open Anthony Beck, but he can't hold on to it, and that would have been a touchdown and a half there. But alas, we almost throw a pick there on the very next play. 3rd down and 10. Pennington under pressure once again and almost getting picked off again there by Ty Law. So Brady and the gang now with an 11-point lead here, want to try to increase the lead, but Victor Hobson says no way on that run play. And then on 3rd down, trying to give it to Givens, but he is short. But they will punt the ball right back to us here. And this is an opportunity that we need to capitalize. And look at Curtis Martin, man, juking out the shoes of Weston, getting that 1st down. Here with the 2-minute drill here, we're going to go right back to Martin, going right back to the well, getting another 1st down. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Here comes Pennington, going to give it to Wayne Corbett, and Corbett is going down the field, breaks a tackle from Harrison, but gets knocked out of bounds. 1st and 10 here for Pennington. Pennington with the pressure, but throws it just in time for Ty Streets to get open, and he gets a big touchdown. And now we're only down by 4, but we need to keep this one small here. We need to keep the lead small. We need to keep the disadvantage small here, because Brady and the gang can blow this door wide open here. And as you can see, Anthony Davis getting a nice little catch off the wheel route there. 1st and 10 here for Brady. Brady's going to throw this one right to Donnie Abraham's hands, and he gets past the 40. And now the first mistake. We have to try to capitalize on this one. As you can see, Bill and Tom having a little bit of a conversation here, knowing that they can't make mistakes against us. We are a 15-1 team. 3rd and 10 here for Pennington. Pennington still under pressure, finds Wayne Corbett, but he's just short. Great tackle there by Ty Law, but we're going to run the table. We're going to go for it here. BJ Askew going to try to get the run there, but he gets absolutely stuffed there by Cody. And a crucial turnover on downs here with still time left in the 1st half. And Anthony Davis, of course, with those wheel routes once again. A nice deadly combination between these two. Brady, quick pass here. Tries to give it to Givens, but he can't hold on to it. 3rd down and 10 here for Brady. Brady with all the time in the world, and he finds Snoop Minnis in the end zone with Aaron Beasley not even paying attention, and that would be a touchdown for the Patriots, and they put this lead back at 11 at the end of the 1st half. And of course, they get the ball here in that 1st half. As you guys remember, we threw a pick in our 1st possession in the 1st half. So now they get the ball here, and they can increase their lead by a lot. 3rd down and 9, and Anthony Davis getting a nice catch and passing that yellow line for the 1st down. We just could not get this team off the field there on 3rd downs. And of course, Bethel Johnson with a big catch there over Ed Reed for a big 1st down. And here comes Brady once again, but he throws another pick. But Webster can't hold on to it, and he clearly fumbled the ball there. And now Compton bails out the Patriots there with the interception, turning into a fumble. And then, of course, Daniel Graham going to get the nice catch, but tackle on 5 more yards courtesy of Ed Reed. Here comes Anthony Davis for the run. No go there. Ed Hartwell is there for the stop there on 2nd down. 3rd down, toss play to Anthony Davis, and we get the stop there courtesy of Victor Hobson. They kick a field goal, and now we are down by 14. Only down by 2 scores here. We're just trying to keep this one competitive, but we're going to give it to Curtis, my favorite, Martin, the MVP, getting a big gain there. Rodney Harrison knocking him out of bounds. Here comes Pennington once again, and he gets sacked this time by Pleasant. And this team is on a bean when it comes to rushing the quarterback. And of course, at one of the biggest stages of the postseason, they make those plays. But speaking of making plays, Santana Moss with a big reception for about a 30-yard gain there to put us back in scoring range. Here comes Pennington once again, going to throw this right down the middle to our 1st down merchant, Wayne Corbett, getting a nice fresh set of downs here. And then Curtis Martin finishing off the drive with a counter play touchdown, getting his 2nd score of the day. So here we go, 2nd down and 10 here for Tom Brady, and Brady does not care about us scoring because he knows he's got Graham. He knows he has Bethel Johnson. He does not care. He has one supreme offensive line here as he's getting no trouble by our defensive line, who's been pretty spectacular this season here. And now look at Bethel Johnson getting a nice catch down the field and getting that yards after catch, breaking a tackle and getting them back into scoring range once again. As you can see, Brady is having a field day in that pocket, and he throws it right to Snoop Minutes for another touchdown. Now back at 14 here in this game. And looking at Santana Moss getting his hands back, getting that great catch there for a 1st down. Pennington dropping back, takes a hit, but Santana Moss is there to save the day, getting that ball at the shield. 2nd down here for Pennington. We're going to find Braylon Edwards this time, and he gets a nice catch going upfield for a 1st down. We're trying to score here. 4th quarter, we're down by 2 scores here. Ty Streets with a great catch and 1st down, but wait. Run it back. That's a clipping call. 15 yards for us. And now we're going to have to try to work our way up here. Wayne Corbett with a nice catch here. 3rd and 14. We're going to try to throw it to Corbett again, but it gets tipped away. Now we're going to have to go for it here. We have no choice. Pennington throws this one to the side, but it gets tipped away by Ty Law, and it's a turnover on downs. And yes, guys, the game is not looking good for us here as Tom Brady is now trekking down the field. We need a stop here to keep ourselves in the game. Anthony Davis trying to get a run, but Donnie Abraham is there for the tackle. 2nd down and 10 here. Brady throws it down the middle, and it almost gets picked off several times, and we needed that the most. But it's going to be 3rd down here. They're going to give it to a run to Davis, and Davis almost passing that yellow line, but Ed Reed there to save the day. A long field goal attempt for Vinatieri in the snow, but he doesn't have it. Surprisingly, he doesn't have it, and now we still have a shot here. With just under 5 minutes left, can we make some sort of a comeback and maybe bring this one into overtime? 2nd down in inches, and we're going to feed it to BJ Askey. Get your fullbacks involved. He gets the nice set of downs for us. Pennington, we're going to give this one to Martin again. He's the only one that's been open, and Rodney Harrison with a big tackle there to keep us in bounds. 1st and 10 here. We need a quick score. Pennington under pressure again, but this time Roosevelt Colvin gets involved in the sack. And I believe that's like our 4th sack of the day that we've took. Here comes Pennington again, throwing this deep ball, and Santana Moss with the big catch. In the red zone we go. In the goal line we go. 1st and goal here. Pennington going to throw a quick pass here, but number 31 is right there for the stop. 2nd down and goal, and of course, you know we got to feed it to Curtis Martin once again, and he gets it to the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the day. I believe I said 2nd touchdown twice, but we did get a touchdown from Ty Streets. I totally forgot about that. But we are still back in this game here. We just need a stop here from Beasley, and Beasley gets the nice stop there with the Beasley chant. 2nd down and 7 here. Going to give it to McCrary, and that's a no-go. Barely a yard there. I believe he lost 2 on that play, so it's going to be 3rd and 9. And look at Ed Hartwell with the stop there. They did get called for holding, but of course we declined here, so they're going to punt this ball away. Here comes Dexter Reed with nothing but green in front of him. Going to take it to the 40 and finally get stopped at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 here for the New York Jets. So here we go. Curtis Martin breaking the tackle, and did he get the 1st down? He did. 1st and 10 here. $1:40 left. Taking some pressure, but we throw this one to Anthony Becht off our back foot, and he gets the 1st down. Pennington once again taking another sack, this time from number 52, our 5th taken sack of the day. But we're going to have to keep going here. 3rd and 11 here. Ty Streets with a great catch there to put us in a 3rd down situation. And look at Braylon Edwards with the adjustment and a big catch to get it to the end zone to tie the ball game up. With less than 5 minutes left, we were down by 2 scores, and Braylon Edwards with a beautiful adjustment getting into the end zone for a touchdown. So here we go. Here's the kickoff here. Number 21, Watson, going to take this about 2 yards deep out of the end zone. Watson breaks 1, breaks 2. Taylor can't get him, and he breaks that tackle. Here comes Antrell Roll, but he's going to decide to let him go. We only have 45 seconds left on the clock, and Watson just had a clutch kick return for a touchdown, 102 yards to give them the lead with only 45 seconds left. So here we go, throwing this one down the field, and here comes Braylon Edwards, and he just broke 2 tackles. He's down the field at the 20, the 10, the 5, and that's his touchdown. I can't believe it. What just happened in those last 30 seconds? What just happened in those last 30 seconds? We tied the ball game up here at 38, and we are going into overtime after the Brady incompletion. This is insane. 38-38 here with the near perfect season on the line, with a chance to go to the AFC Championship on the line here. We get the ball here, 3rd down. We give it to Askew, 2 lines behind the line of scrimmage, but he gets 5 yards there for a big first down. And yes, we did win the coin toss here, so all we have to do is get down the field and score a game-winning field goal, and that's exactly what we're going to do. The score is basically 0-0 here, so that means next score wins, and Chad Pennington going to throw a clutch 3rd down throw to Anthony Beck to get the first down, and great movement there by Anthony Beck there. And look at Terry Jackson. Did you forget about Scary Terry? Because I don't think he forgot about himself there. Big first down near, and we get down the field with another first down, and basically almost a game winner right there by Braylon Edwards. 2 clutch touchdowns here at the end of the game. We take a run. It's going to be 4th down, and we give Nick Brown the go-ahead field goal. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And somehow, after being down by, at the very most, 14 points in this game, we somehow come back in this one thanks to Braylon Edwards' Hail Mary throw. And we get out of here with a victory, and we're going back to our 3rd straight AFC Championship game. Chad Pennington had a day, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks with 400 yards, his best day of the year. Curtis Martin, 2 touchdowns on the day with around 150 rushing. Santana Moss with some great clutch catches, but Braylon Edwards was the savior of the day. He saved us, just like he saved that 80-year-old man. I don't know if you guys heard about that, but he saved the 80-year-old man. He saves us this time around. Number 17 getting 2 clutch catches and 2 clutch touchdowns here. What a day from our offense today, coming back through adversity and winning this one. But Tom Brady had a hell of a day too. 4 touchdowns, 2 INTs. But once again, we triumphed over the New England Patriots once again. So tune in for us next episode, guys. That was one of the greatest games I've ever played. I mean, obviously, the drama was there. The 2 teams that don't like each other the most, of course, the drama was always there. But we're going to see you guys in the very next episode. We're going to go to the AFC Championship game, and of course, we're going to have to see who wins the NFC Championship game next. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Like and subscribe, guys.